Hey guys, it's Memorizer92, and today I'm gonna cover the Emperor build. For those who doesn't know about Arcana's playstyle and identity, it's gonna be hard to understand this video, so please refer to the video that is linked below in advance. Then, let's get started. First, let's see what Emperor class engraving does. The damage of yellow skills increases by 10%, 20%, and 30% at each level, and the identity restoration of the yellow skills increases by 50%. Also, you can add Emperor card into the deck, which does massive AoE damage when it's used. So if you see the deck, this one is called the Emperor card. Well, it seems like the DPS heavily relies on the yellow skills, but actually it's not like that. The DPS of Emperor build relies on all the yellow, blue, and red skills. Also, these skills have to be used at once in a short time, which makes the difficulty of this build hard to play. For the gears, you wanna run Argos set that increases crit rate, and Domination set for the relic gears since DPS of Emperor build comes out from the countless rotation. For the stats, Emperor build means swiftness and subs crit. Emperor build does use a red skill, but since the DPS is not focused on the red skill, it does not go for any specializations. So by running high swiftness, this build does burst damage with high attack speed and cooldown reduction. Let's go over to the skills. Call of Fate. This skill is not a DPS skill, but helps Arcana to draw cards frequently from the deck. Mind Enhancement reduces mana consumption. Quick Draw gives you the chance to draw a card from the deck regardless of the identity gauge. If you see here, at level 5, I get 40% chance to draw a card. Consecutive attack allows you to hit twice with this skill. This is very important because the odd of quick draw can be applied to all the first and second hit. For the rune, I recommend quick recharge rune, and for the upgrade, quick draw tripod is important to upgrade. Return. This skill is a combo skill. It is not a DPS skill but has crit damage buff for Arcana. Mind Focus reduces the mana consumption. Focused card increases the distance of this skill, and Exposed Darkness increases Arcana's crit damage by 77.5% at level 5 for 5 seconds. It is important to burst the DPS skills right after using this skill. For the rune, I recommend Rage Rune, and for the upgrade, Exposed Darkness is important to upgrade. Dark Resurrection. This is a DPS yellow skill that also restores lots of identity gauge. Piercing Strike ignores 60% of the mob's armor at level 5. Intense card increases damage by 50% at level 5, and Raging Strike at level 5 increases crit damage by 80%, and the damage of the last hit increases by 70% as well. For the rune, I recommend Focus Rune, and for the upgrade, all 3 tripods are important to upgrade. Evoke. This is a DPS yellow skill that also restores lots of identity gauge. It's a chain skill. On the first click, you summon a magic circle, and on the second click, you can explode it. Quick Draw gives you the chance to draw a card from the deck regardless of the identity gauge. At level 5, it gives you a 40% chance to draw a card. Mana Poison at level 5 decreases the damage by 30%, but applies poison tick damage, which can be stacked up to 3 times. And Overlapped Magic Circle allows the skill to hit 3 times instead of 1. The damage and the range starts to decrease for every hit, but it still does a lot of damage thanks to 3 stacks of the poison. For the rune, I recommend Wealth Rune, and for the upgrade, all these 2 tripod is important to upgrade. This one is capped at level 1. Scratch Dealer. This skill is a blue skill that can stack up to 2 stacks on the mob. It is a 2 times combo skill that can be also used as a movement skill. Vital Point Exposure reduces the crit resistance of the mob by 10% for 10 seconds. Weak Spot Attack increases the damage on the Tenacity mob. And Security Device makes the skill into 3 times combo instead of 2. When used as 3 combo, it enables Arcana to teleport back by having attack speed and movement speed buff for a few seconds. For the rune, I recommend using the Conviction rune. Checkmate. This is a blue skill, but it does the strongest DPS in this build. It's a holding skill that throws lots of cards on the front. Piercing Strike at level 5 increases damage by 10% every time Arcana throws the card. It can be increased up to 160% at max. Focused Darkness at level 5 increases damage by 16% every time it crits. It can be increased up to 160% at max. Deadline allows Arcana to throw 1 more card at the end that deals 80% damage of the skill if you hold the skill at least for 0.5 seconds. For the rune, I recommend Galewind rune, and for the upgrade, all 3 tripods are important to upgrade. Stream of Edge. This is a blue skill that is not a DPS skill. The main purpose of using this skill is to boost the crit rate before bursting the DPS skills. Accelerate Stream increases movement speed for a few seconds after using the skill. Darkness Edge at level 5 increases the crit rate by 5.5% for 3 seconds per every hit. It can be increased up to 27.6% at max. Since the duration time is 3 seconds per every hit, the actual duration is much longer than 3 seconds if this skill hits the mob multiple times. For the rune, I recommend using Judgment rune, and for the upgrade, Darkness Edge is important to upgrade. Celestial Rain. This skill is used since it's the strongest among the red skills. Vital Point hit increases crit rate of this skill by 45% at level 5. Enhanced Strike increases damage by 60% at level 5. And Weak Point Detection at level 5 increases cooldown by 8 seconds, but also increases damage by 176% if you have 4 stacks on the mob, and if that mob has tenacity like guardians and bosses, including the Legion raid. For the rune, I recommend Focus rune, and for the upgrade, all 3 tripods are important to upgrade. Prismatic Mural. This awakening skill allows you to draw 2 cards after the last hit. For the engravings, level 3 Grudge, Raid Captain, mass increase, all-out attack, level 2 adrenaline, and level 1 Emerald class engraving is considered as one of the best DPS set. Raid Captain can get the full benefit from the high swiftness and also from the movement speed buff from Scratch Dealer and Stream of Edge. Also, the Ghost card. The Ghost card gives you the movement speed buff as well. 10% attack speed penalty from mass increase does not affect this build much, so lots of people are running mass increase over Curse Doll, but you can run Curse Doll as well since it's also viable. You might ask why you would run all-out attack since there's only one holding skill, this one, Checkmate. Well, surprisingly, this engraving is just for this one skill. There are two reasons for this. First one is that Checkmate is the strongest skill in this Emperor build. And second one is because of the 20% attack speed increase. This is super important since you have to burst the skills in like 4 to 5 seconds. This is because most of major buff that Arcana can get either from the skills or the cards only last for 4 to 5 seconds. Level 1 Emperor is to add the Emperor card to the deck, and Adrenaline level 2 gives you 10% crit rate and 4% attack, which shows high efficiency. For the priority of the engraving, you should definitely prioritize level 1 Emperor, and for others, except for the mass increase, you can go whatever you want for either 2 level 3, 3 level 3, or 4 level 3s. The reason is because the penalty of 10% attack speed decrease will be huge in early state when you have less swiftness. For the gems, you wanna run attack gems on all the 4 DPS skills. And also, you wanna run the attack gem on the Emperor card. If you see here on the gem menu, you can literally see the Emperor card right here. And for the cooldown reduction gems, you wanna run them on all 4 DPS skills. And for the rest of the 2 slots, you can run cooldown reduction gems on any other skills that you want. There's nothing much to say about the card set. Like other DPS classes, if it is not 18 plus on the Light Salvation or plus 12 on the Lost Windcliff, you can run any other card sets. Well guys, that's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.